Hello, mixtresses and mixters. This is Mixtress Ray. You're watching Mixtress Video. So I wanted to show you that my Magic and Medicine of Plants Oracle deck is now available in 2 cardstock options. These were like smooth cardstock, which is kind of like regular. I don't have an example. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. So just like this. Just regular. There's a smooth cardstock option. So the link is in the description below. And when you click on the link, you'll either have the smooth cardstock option or you'll have this Echo cardstock. Can you see a super cool texture, like the papery, like organic quality of this paper? It's recycled paper pulp stuff. So like as far as like how, and there's not much of a finish, if any at all, on the cards. So as far as like durability, I'm not sure exactly how well it's going to hold up. I mean, I think it'll be fine, but I'm not totally sure. So there's that. I also wanted to take a second, so I'll just like slowly flip through these. I never promote myself, and this year, 2022, year of our Lord, I have been, like, my goal for the year is to learn to live within my means. And like the first half of the year, I've kind of spent finding ways to cut back on things, stop charging my credit card, create like budgets for myself, cut back. And like now that I'm heading into the second half of the year, I'm realizing that another thing that I need to do is actually make more money, which doesn't usually occur to me. I hate money. I hate talking about it. I hate thinking about it. Like, but it's just a reality that I'm going to need to make more money if I am truly going to live within my means. And so I need to do things like promote myself more. Hey, did you guys know that I do tarot readings? Here's the link, and also in the description below. Hey, did you guys know I have a Patreon? I do weekly podcast episodes and monthly tarot readings for my patrons, like astrology-based readings, like at the beginning of each season. So I just put one up today, actually, for the Leo season reading. And then I also, if you are a $5 a month or above matron contributor, then you have the option to get free tarot readings from me every once in a while. So basically I don't have specific rules on it, but basically you just kind of like, if you want a tarot reading, you just message me, and like if you're a $5 a month patron and you've been a $5 a month patron for at least a few months, then you know you'll get like a half hour reading like once or twice a year, essentially. Or like if you're a $10 a month patron, then you would get like an hour reading once a year, twice a year. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really have rules for it. And I don't force tarot readings on people. So it's just kind of like, if you are a patron, at least $5 a month, just send me a message if you want a tarot reading and we'll work something out. So there you go. This is my attempt to make money by making a video in which you could buy this Oracle deck if you would like. You could buy a reading from me, or you could become my patron, or all of the above. I wouldn't say no. See, I just like feel so slimy saying things like that, but the reality is I need to make more money because everything is becoming more expensive, and I'm not getting paid more. So there you go. But this is, I'm really, really happy with this cardstock. I'm really happy with it. Just it's just perfect for this plant deck. And let me show you how it shuffles. Shuffles very well. I want to buy all kinds of decks in this cardstock, to be honest. I think it's a pretty new option for them at Make Playing Cards, so I am going to be excited to see what other cool decks come out on this cardstock. But do you hear that nice swishing sound? It's just great. Here you go. Here's our reading. Silence, balance, and go with your flow. We're kind of in a purgatory moment, I feel. Like we're sort of on the precipice of something really happening. So as much as you can, take a deep breath, meditate, embrace silence, and let this shit play out. Is kind of the vibe at the moment. All right. Thank you guys for watching. The link for this Oracle deck is down below. The link for if you want a tarot reading from me is down below. And the link to become one of my patrons is down below. Also, just if you feel like, you know, doing some other weird things, my Amazon wish list is below. Because some YouTubers do that. And y'all have given me presents before, and I appreciate it so much. And of course, if none of that shit is feasible, you do not need to give me money to be here. Like, just being here is awesome. Like the fact I still just like, I've had this YouTube channel. Okay, it's just becoming story hour at this point. So if you were only here to look at what the Echo cardstock looks like, you can click away now. But so I've had this YouTube channel for 8 years. I think 8 years. Yeah, because 2014. 8 years. July 2014. I've also had a radio show since 2014. I've had a podcast since like 2017. I've had my Patreon for a few years too, like maybe 5 years or so. And I've been doing tarot readings for, anyway, it doesn't matter. I've been doing the tarot readings for like 3 years almost. And it just never stops being amazing, kind of, that anybody wants to listen to me talk. It's like kind of miraculous. You know, when I first started doing the radio show and the YouTube channel, it was very new for me to speak out loud for any length of time, because I don't do it in person with people. And so when I started doing the radio show and the podcast and the YouTube channel and blah, 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 it was so new to me. Like if you go all the way back to the beginning of this channel, which I don't necessarily recommend, but if you do, those first videos, like my voice doesn't sound natural. My words are not coming out naturally. My voice sounds weird. I mean, part of that is because I started out as an ASMR channel and I was trying to sound really calm and quiet. And so I did have a bit of an affectation on my voice for the first few videos, but most of it was actually just because I wasn't used to talking out loud. A big part of it was that. as well. And it's just, and when people started actually listening to my radio show, I felt so loved, so validated. I've made friends through this process. I've made friends on YouTube. I've made friends through my radio. I've made friends through my radio show. Yeah, I mean, like, I've learned to be, because I'm autistic, and I mean, I've always been verbal, but like not really verbal. And being able to do stuff like this, the YouTube channel, the radio show, the podcast, you know, all these talking things that I do, being able to do that and getting used to doing it over these years has taught me to be more verbal. And it's also helped me connect with people. And it's just incredibly beautiful and validating that like anybody would give a shit about my stupid ass thoughts, you know? And I've been kind of overwhelmed with gratitude lately about that kind of stuff. And so I want to thank you. If you are here watching this video, if you are a subscriber, if you've listened to my radio show before, if you're a patron, if you know, are one of my friends in real life, I appreciate you so much. Like, because I have a very weird way of communicating. You know, I don't really, like, I do hang out with people, but I don't talk very much whenever I'm around people in person. So, like, it's almost like if you are one of my friends in real life, you kind of have to be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, or be a patron, or listen to my radio show, or listen to my podcast. You kind of have to do one of those other supplemental things to know what's going on with me. And that's such a weird style of communication when you really think about it. If you think about being friends with somebody in real life, but in order to actually know what's going on with them, you have to tune into their internet radio show once a week, you know? But I have friends that do that. And it's just like, it's such a gift. It's such a gift of your time that you are here right now. Truly. So I thank you. I thank you for being here. And maybe that sounds cheesy, but I don't care, because I like you. Thank you for being here. I feel like I was about to say something of substance and then I forgot what it was because I got distracted. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, I did an abundance ritual. And the main point of it was to feel more abundant with what I have, what I currently have. That was the main point. And it has brought me so much. Every day I'm making these little realizations about how abundant I truly already am. It's kind of profound. I don't really know how to go into it, so I think I just won't. But one of the things that I realized just today or yesterday, I don't know, one of those days, they're all running together at this point. One of the things that I realized was that with the way that I have my online shopping budget set up, presuming I can continue doing that, I actually have enough within that budget to, without making any changes to it, to buy one perfume per month, one tarot deck, and one book. And this is if the tarot deck is not an indie tarot deck. And this is if the perfume is a Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab perfume, which is one of these little apothecary bottles. Like, for example, this one costs $20 plus shipping. So I did include the shipping cost in that budget. And it's like, it's not like literally that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to necessarily be buying one perfume per month, one tarot deck per month, and one book per month. But the realization conceptually that I could do that if I wanted to makes me feel incredibly abundant, incredibly fortunate, incredibly grateful, because those are my obsession things, right? Like reading, tarot, and perfume. And the fact that that is available to me, presuming I can keep up with that budget, presuming that one of the things, you know, one of the ways to eventually learn to live within my means isn't to completely omit an online shopping budget. Hopefully I won't have to do that, but I'm not there yet. But anyway, it is 1 a.m. and I need to go to bed. Thanks for listening. You guys are the best.